If you think changing your oil is one of the safest things you can do for your engine, you are right. But if you do it wrong, it can also become one of the fastest ways to shorten engine life. And the dangerous part is this: the damage usually does not happen with a bang. It happens quietly, a little contamination left behind, a filter that does not seal right, an oil level that is slightly off. Then months later, you are chasing timing chain noise, lifter tick, oil consumption, or a repair bill that makes no sense for a car that just had fresh oil. In this video, I am walking you through 5 oil change mistakes that can kill an engine fast. Not internet myth stuff, not dramatic nonsense, real mistakes that hurt lubrication, oil pressure, and long-term engine life. And stay with me, because mistake number 5 is the one a lot of drivers make while thinking they are taking good care of the engine. First, quick line in the sand. This video is for engines that are still basically healthy. If your oil light is on right now, the engine is knocking, or the car already has major metal in the oil, that is a different fight. This video is about preventing damage before it gets expensive. Mistake number 1: draining cold oil and rushing the drain. Most people change oil whenever they have time. The engine is cold, the car has been sitting, they crack the drain plug, let it run for a few minutes and call it good. That sounds harmless. It is not. Cold oil is thicker, it drains slower, but the bigger problem is what stays behind. Soot, moisture, fuel dilution, and fine wear particles do not leave as cleanly when the oil is cold. Some of that contamination stays in low-flow areas, then mixes with the fresh oil you are about to pour in. So your brand new oil starts its life already dirtier than it should. Then people make it worse by getting impatient. The mainstream slows down, they reinstall the plug, and the dirtiest leftover oil stays in the pan and passages. Wrong. Cold engine, quick drain, job done in 5 minutes. Right. Warm the engine fully first. Shut it down, drain the oil while it is warm, and give it time. 10 minutes is good. 15 is better if you can do it safely. This is one of those boring steps that quietly matters. Fresh oil only helps if the old contaminated oil actually leaves. Mistake number 2: using close enough oil instead of the correct spec. This is where people talk themselves into trouble because they focus on one number and ignore everything else. They see 5W30 on sale, the cap says 0W20, and they think, good enough. Bad move. Modern engines are built around oil flow, pressure behavior, additive chemistry, and timing system needs that are more specific than most drivers realize. The wrong oil can flow too slowly on cold start, shear down too fast under heat, or fail to protect certain components the way the factory intended. And no, this does not mean one single wrong fill automatically destroys an engine. The problem is repetition. Repeated wrong fills, especially on turbo engines, direct injected engines, and engines with tight oil passages, start stacking wear where you cannot see it. Wrong. Same viscosity family, probably fine. Right. Use the exact spec the engine calls for, including viscosity and the required approval standard. If the manual calls for a specific API, ILSAC, Dexos, ACEA, VW, Mercedes, BMW, or other approval, that matters too. Oil is not just slippery liquid, it is a chemical package. When the spec is wrong, the engine usually pays for it later, not immediately. That is what makes this mistake so deceptive. Mistake number 3: installing the filter or seals the lazy way. This one catches more people than it should because the oil filter looks simple. Spin it on, tighten it, forget it. But there are several easy ways to turn a basic filter install into an engine problem. First, the old gasket can stick to the mounting surface. Then, the new filter goes on top of it. That double gasket setup can dump oil fast. Second, people install the new filter dry, crank it down too hard, and damage the seal or make removal a nightmare later. Third, they reuse sealing washers or ignore a questionable drain plug because it looks close enough. Then the car develops a slow leak that nobody notices until the oil level starts dropping. And finally, they buy the cheapest filter they can find and assume all filters do the same job. They do not. Here is the smart version. Make sure the old gasket came off with the old filter. Wipe the mounting surface clean. Lightly oil the new gasket. Use the correct washer or seal where required. Then tighten the filter and drain plug the way the manufacturer recommends, not with maximum force like you are trying to win a contest. And use a decent filter. This is not the place to save $3 and pretend you won. A bad filter can restrict flow, drain back when it should not, or simply do a lousy job keeping fine junk out of circulation. Wrong. Cheapest filter, reused seal, over-tightened hardware. Right. Clean surface, fresh gasket prep, correct seal, correct filter, correct tightening. A healthy engine needs stable oil flow every time it starts. A sloppy filter or seal install works against that. Mistake number 4, filling to the wrong level and never rechecking it. A lot of people think the oil level step is foolproof. Pour in the listed capacity, check the dipstick once, and move on. That is how people end up slightly low or slightly overfilled. Too little oil is obvious. The engine may starve during braking, cornering, or hard acceleration, especially if it already burns oil between changes. But too much oil is not harmless either. Overfilling can let the crankshaft whip the oil into foam. Foamy oil does not protect the same way clean liquid oil does, and aerated oil can hurt pressure stability. That is the kind of hidden problem people create while thinking they gave the engine extra protection. The other mistake is checking too soon. Oil needs time to settle. If you rush the reading, you can top off based on a false low reading and accidentally overfill it. Wrong. Dump in the full amount. Glance once, leave. Right. Add most of the capacity. Start the engine, let it circulate, shut it off, wait a few minutes, then recheck on level ground and adjust slowly. And here is the step many people skip. Recheck it again a day or two later. Not because something is necessarily wrong, but because this catches leaks, bad readings, and engines that were never quite where you thought they were. Small oil level mistakes are easy to ignore. Engines do not ignore them forever. Mistake number 5, stretching the interval because the oil still looks fine. This is the trap that sounds responsible. The car runs fine. The oil on the dipstick still looks decent. The maintenance reminder has not screamed at you yet, so people keep pushing it. That is where a lot of engine wear starts quietly building. Oil does not fail based only on color. It fails because heat, fuel dilution, moisture, soot, short trips, turbo heat, stop-and-go driving, and time all break down its ability to protect. If you do mostly short trips, lots of cold starts, heavy traffic, hot weather driving, towing, long idle time, or repeated short commutes where the engine barely gets warm, the oil ages harder than the sticker on the windshield suggests. And this is why mistake number 5 is so dangerous. People think they are saving money by stretching the oil. Often, they are just borrowing from a future repair bill. Wrong. Treat the maximum interval like a challenge. Right. Match the interval to how the car is actually used. Severe service driving is real, and a lot more drivers fall into that category than they think. If the engine has a history of sludge issues, timing chain problems, turbo heat, or oil consumption, this matters even more. Fresh oil is cheaper than engine work. Now let us make this painfully simple. What is the smart oil change order if you actually want to protect the engine? Warm the engine first, drain it warm, and give it time. Use the exact oil spec the engine calls for. Install the filter carefully and do not cheap out on it. Fill gradually, recheck the level properly, and do not stretch the interval just because the oil does not look terrible. That is the sequence. Not convenience first, not cheapest first, not fastest first. Most engines are not killed by one dramatic mistake. They get worn down by small, lazy shortcuts repeated over and over. That is why oil change mistakes are so expensive. The damage is delayed, the cause gets forgotten. Then later, people blame the brand, the mileage, or bad luck when the real problem was sloppy lubrication discipline all along. So the next time your oil gets changed, slow the process down and audit every step. Oil spec, filter, seal, fill level, interval, That simple checklist alone can save some engines from a very early death. If this helped, subscribe to Best Car Tips and drop a comment with the mistake you see most often: wrong oil, wrong filter, overfill, long intervals, or cold changes. I read the comments and they help me decide what video to make next.